Okay, for the second lesson, you should have already had these set up. You should have already had your event, which mine was called Pop Sports. Yours would be the name of your movie or commercial. You will have your clips downloaded. Then you should have made a project. All of that was covered on the very first one, okay, the first video, I'm sorry. Now, once you do this, what we need to do is I'm going to take this clip here and put it down on my storyboard. And just to give you an idea, the storyboard will be down here. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take your clip and put it in here, which again, I'm using this clip, but I don't want to put it over this other story I have written down here. So I want to start it and put it in my project. Now, what I'm going to do is go up here and I'm going to click projects, or double click it. And if you look down on the storyboard, what happens when I double click it? Now, what we've done is the other story that was down there actually was put back on this event, so we didn't delete anything. It was set back, but now you have a whole storyboard down here to put your own video on, now that we've double clicked it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this story, this is a clip from the dunes that I had. So you can do it two ways. Once you click it, you'll see the outside kind of turns yellow. And there's two ways of getting it down on your storyline. One is just to press the letter E on your keyboard. Press E and it will drop it. You can see that it's dropped it. Or take it here and then drop it. So that kind of gives you an idea of two ways of doing it. Again, you can hit the letter E and drop it, or you can just pull it down and drop it at that time. Okay, what I want to do at this time is just kind of show you the clip that we have down on the storyboard, and just give you an idea of what the full clip is. Okay, now you have the full clip that shows my son jumping over a dune out at the sand dunes. But what I'm going to do, we're going to go back down to the storyboard, and we're going to go down here. And if you see the red line here, which is your play marker line, and you should be able to see, hopefully, if I can zoom in a little bit here, see the arrow? That just takes you to different places here, but this is what I want to do. At this time, I want to change that arrow into a blade, because we're going to edit this just a little bit. So, how do you turn that arrow into a blade? You just hit the key on your keyboard, hit B as in boy, and now it turns into a razor blade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down through here, and just as he's getting ready to jump, I'm going to click it. Then I'm going to go through it, and after he's jumped, I'm going to click it again. So I've got this little part. I got to click here at the beginning with the blade I used, and then I got to click here at the end. And again, that's with the blade. Now I need to go back to that arrow. So how do I do that? I just hit A on the keyboard, and see the arrow comes back. Right here is the little part that I want to delete. So if we'll hit this, pardon me, we just hit that little part, and with the arrow, click it, it'll turn yellow, and then I'm going to hit delete. So now let's go back up and take a look at our project now that I've deleted that. Okay, here he comes. He's getting ready to go up the dune. He's getting ready to jump it, and all of a sudden he's on the other side of the dune. And that's just from using the blade and the arrow key. So that's what you need to do, is go through and select certain things that you want to edit out. If someone's made a mistake, you can edit it out by using the blade and the arrow. If you have something at the end of your project that you're wanting to take out, that's pretty simple. You'll just go down here and see the arrow, and all of a sudden when I pull the arrow over here, it'll turn into kind of like two little arrows. I can pull that in, pull it out, and same thing on here. I can lengthen it, shorten it by just grabbing the end. But again, you wait till that arrow, single arrow, pardon me, change here, and then go in. Okay, that's it for lesson 2. Lesson 3, we're going to go into creating signs for your movie or signage, and more than likely we'll have a sign at the front of your commercial and at the end. The front of the commercial will tell about your product or tell the name of your product. Sign at the end will give credit to, who starred in the commercial, who filmed the commercial, etc.